Federal immigration raids in Los Angeles led to escalated clashes and violent protests across several neighborhoods, prompting a major federal response on Saturday night. The president signed a memorandum to deploy 2,000 National Guard troops to restore order after protesters confronted ICE agents, used flashbangs, tear gas, and set barricades. The move transferred control of the California National Guard to the federal government, bypassing state-level authority, and caused significant conflict with Democratic leaders. California's governor condemned the deployment as purposefully inflammatory, warning it would worsen tensions and undermine trust amid heated ICE enforcement activities. Los Angeles's mayor also denounced the raids as terrorizing immigrant communities and refused to permit local assistance to federal immigration enforcement operations. Federal officials defended the operation as lawful and necessary, blaming local leaders for allowing violence and pledging a zero-tolerance policy toward assaults on law enforcement. Military leaders warned that active-duty Marines were on standby if protests continued, signaling a willingness to broaden federal involvement in maintaining order. Pro-immigrant demonstrators in Paramount clashed with federal agents, launching fireworks, throwing rocks, and constructing barricades using shopping carts and recycling bins in the streets. Several hundred protesters were detained, including union leader David Huerta, whose arrest and treatment drew criticism from civil rights groups and Democratic lawmakers. Labor unions and immigrant advocates condemned the actions as cruel, and the Mexican consulate reported many detainees were longtime residents from Veracruz, Puebla, and Hidalgo. Local authorities began dispersing crowds with tear gas and non-lethal projectiles, while federal officers reported being overwhelmed during the initial confrontations. Law enforcement stated that ICE faced over 1,000 violent protesters at one site, and agencies allege multiple attacks on agents during coordinated raids. State and city leaders emphasized that LAPD would not assist in forced removals, citing long-standing policy against participating in mass deportations without warrants. The ongoing standoff highlights deep conflict between federal and local governments over immigration policy in sanctuary cities like Los Angeles. Officials have warned that any further violence or obstruction of federal agents might lead to criminal charges for individuals or political consequences for officials. The administration aims to increase daily migrant arrests to 3,000, mirroring earlier moves under the president's agenda to tighten border control and expand deportations. Analysts say that such aggressive federal intervention in local matters may have lasting implications for civil governance and federal-local relations.